How's it going, everyone? MSD here, and welcome to my day 2000 of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play series. A lot of you have watched me build this village right here from scratch. I want to go on hopefully a relatively quick and painless tour of it. Up here, we're sitting in my hot air balloon, which is the AFK spot for the creeper farm down there. It's almost nighttime, so we'll go ahead and start here. This is my starter house. This is the first structure I built here. Got a little workstation on the side. I keep my horses over here, Spinny. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the interior and go ahead and go to bed. Got a little kitchen area. This is currently what I'm doing for storage. Got a lava farm down here. So I always have fuel. And up here it's just kind of like little bedrooms. And on the third floor, this is where I keep my farmers to get my golden carrots. Let's go ahead and go to sleep. Alright, going through the back door. Guess we'll start back here. This right here is my Fletcher's house. I have several Fletchers living in there, I think like 4. Little area where they can practice. Some of the buildings I've done interiors for, some of them I haven't. And you can go up to the tower if you want. And this is where my Fletchers hang out. I haven't really done a whole lot here. Eventually this path right here is going to continue on around to the other side. But down here, this is my fisherman's house. I've done next to nothing in here for my fishermen. But I got 2 of them, so I can buy campfires mainly. This down here, this is the little shipyard, loading dock area. Got a little storage cave. This is where they unload everything. A little baby zombie hanging out. And I got this ship right here. This is a Sammy Blackbeard ship. And on the top of this retaining wall, this is basically just my farming area. I've got carrots over here. I've got a large wheat farm. And just on the other side of that wall are my potatoes. And I've got beetroot. And there's the potato farm. And there's the ship. So right now I got this bridge to nowhere. I plan on building more over here on the other side. And I've started building a wall to go all the way around the village, mainly to keep villagers in once I start letting them loose. Right here we got the windmill for the farm. It's got a modest little interior. Right here, this is my clay farm. And this house right here I use for all my mud farm. Get all my mud. And right here I've been working on a pond. It's got a lot of tropical fish in it. Got a couple frogs. One of them's hanging out right there with a bee. And this is my little bee farm. Get my honeycomb and honey bottles. And I haven't built a way up here yet. This is the most recent thing we've been working on. This is just it's a cactus farm. Haven't really done anything with the interior yet, or the front of the build actually. But just a small cactus farm and random junk that fell in here as I've been building it. Alright, come over here. This is all my nether wart. And this building here is where my clerics live. We go down here. I have a zombie farm right here. I kill the zombies, and all the rotten flesh comes right here. Gets spit up the bubble column, and gets stored in a chest upstairs with the cleric, so I can go ahead and sell them whatever. There it goes. So that way I don't have to move rotten flesh back and forth. And all that just gets stored in here. But if we go upstairs, this is my potion brewing room. And go and fill it with water bottles and make a potion. And this right here I would be making night vision potion. So pretty simple. And I've got an automatic water bottle filler right here. It just goes ahead and drops the next ingredient in. So that's pretty handy. And I've got a little bridge that I made here, just kind of covering this gap. And basically a lot of wide open space over here. It's ready for new builds. So through these trees, this building here is my library. It's where I keep all the librarians. And I have whatever they sell written on signs above them. But I keep 2 in the corners, each corner, and then 3 on each side. And underneath the stairs, I have my enchanting setup, where I keep like my nether armor. This is currently the map of the world. It's mostly updated. There's a couple things that I need to update on it still. All right, that's the library. So coming up this hill, this building right here is the creeper farm. Again, the hot air balloons up there where you AFK. And this is where all the gunpowder comes out. And I also down here have a small sugarcane farm. It gives me sugarcane so I can go ahead and create rockets without having to go anywhere. And this is just the interior. Over here I've got, in front of the starter house, I've got a procrastination board with different projects that I'm going to be working on. It's double-sided. And over here is where I keep all my ores. I've got Arc Monster here, and he's got a little cart. And this has all my valuables in it. This bamboo building. This is my bamboo farm. It's pretty plain on the inside, but it just has a bamboo farm up top. Automatically converts it into a bamboo block. And this right here is my iron farm. And you come around to the side. Come on down. This is all the redstone. Everything gets converted to iron block. And I just move it into there. And I've got bone meal for from all the poppies. Alright. Over here, this is where my armorers, weaponsmiths, and toolsmiths all live. I keep them all here in the same spot, so I can just sell all of them iron. Let's go ahead and go to sleep. So it's basically my emerald farm, or where I go to quickly heal up my tools. And down here is the underside. Just have some workstations set up. And if you follow this path down, just temporarily where I'm keeping a couple of lay and my sniffers. This is the bed and breakfast. Got some outdoor seating. And you come in, you got a little bar, places to sit down and eat. Got a jukebox. It's where I keep all my music discs. And upstairs I just have different rooms. So kind of like a little hotel rooms. And the same thing upstairs. Got a couple rooms up here. Eventually, once I let villagers loose in the village, they'll end up taking all these rooms over. Alright, coming around this way. This right here where the button is, this is world spawn. So I decided to build right here at world spawn. This right here is basically a passive tree farm. This is where I just plant my saplings. I chop everything down, and as things decay or if I don't pick something up, I've got mine carts going underneath there that just pick up all the drops. And this is the lumber mill. This is where I store all my different wood. Got a little water wheel over here. It's got a little storage shed out here. I like to keep these in various places just to put grass and dirt. Alright, we've got a little dock over there. I plan on building some more ships over here on this side as well. And coming down here, this right here is a sugarcane farm. Just like the bamboo farm. I've decorated it a little bit more than I have the bamboo farm. And up here on this hill, this is the wool farm. It's basically the same on each side. I just have all my sheep here. They automatically get sheared. And all the drops come down here. And if I need to refill the dispensers, I just pillar up with scaffold right now. These buildings here, these are basically just going to be villager houses. They don't really serve any other purpose. Still need to do a little bit of decorating on the inside. And right here I built a little bridge going over the golem down there. Little bridge going over this ravine. This brings us to the rest of the farm. Got all my cows. I've got a donkey. And this right here is my chicken coop, which is obviously overflowing. here, I have right now that's just where my nether portal is. I plan on building something else eventually. But if we come up here, right here is a skeleton farm. You just turn it on and skeletons will drop down. And once I kill them, all their drops go down here. And gives me bone block, my arrows, and this is the junk chest. That's all the redstone for that. Now, we won't be going to the Nether today. I haven't really made a Nether hub yet. I do have a blaze farm, but that's really about it in the Nether. So eventually, this whole area is going to be covered with different buildings, different farms. I'm gonna have a big port out here. And if we go down here, I do have a couple farms that I've temporarily put down here. This right here is a basalt generator. So I can make all the basalt I might need for any type of build. And over here is just a stone or a cobblestone farm. And if we go down, oh, there's a creeper. I don't have an easy way up here yet, but if we go this way, I don't use it very often, but I did make an amethyst farm. It's just a geode that I carved out. So I can come down here and get any amethyst buds that I might need. And down here is a spider spawner farm. So I can get any string or anything I need. And if we keep going down, this is kind of a big project that I work on it here and there. I really don't feel like dedicating a ton of time to it at once. But I'd like to rebuild the ancient city. So I started working on the roads. And I've got some of these pillars done with quartz and the little portal area. So eventually I'd like to get this all built and have villagers living down here. Not really sure what I'll build each one of the buildings out of, but I'll have little farms and stuff like that eventually. I've got two ancient cities that are pretty close to each other. My village area is surrounded by mountains, and I have ancient cities underneath each one of them. So I usually just take this water source all the way up. Other farms I currently have in the world, I have a prismarine farm, and built off the prismarine farm I also have an ink sac farm, or a squid farm basically. So I've got lots of plans for the next 1,000 days. I plan on finishing the walls around here, probably another bridge over on this side, and I plan on building a castle, probably something like a museum. I definitely need a Nether hub, and quite a few other different farms and stuff like that. Probably a cathedral. So yeah, this is basically day 2000, and everything we've got accomplished so far. So I appreciate you hanging out and checking out what we've done, and hope to see you on stream. Until then, Mr. Self-Destruct, out.